So, you're married?
Yes, I'm married.
You're married to a Ghanaian?
Yes, I'm married to a Ghanaian.
Okay.
She's Eve, but she speaks 3 languages.
Uh,
Gan being her, I think Gan is her weakest, but she speaks Twi, she speaks Eve.
Wow.
She's good.
So how has it been being married to a Ghanaian?
Well, I think my wife is a very, very level-headed person.
Okay.
So I tell people that I grew up with my mom, and I never had any reason to quarrel with my mom. So I myself, I'm okay, you know. So in the same way, when 2 level-headed persons are able to build a relationship like that, there's hardly any reason to have squabbles. That's the way it has worked out for us. I married her in 2015. I married her about less than a year into our courtship, because at that time I was already ready for marriage. So to speak.
Wow.
I was already ready for marriage. As always, I listen to intuition.
Definitely.
So I follow the signals. The signals not signs, but signals in my spirit.
In your spirit, definitely.
So definitely there were issues that I would have evaluated externally or say this and that. In those days, somebody accused me of that I wanted to marry an angel because I had a long list. But when the intuition comes, it's superior to your list of stuff, because you see, in the context of marriage, you cannot know what is coming. It's God that knows what is coming. You can't know what will happen in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years.
Okay.
So the safest thing you can do is if you can get God to give you guidance, you follow the guidance. And I think I followed the guidance, and our relationship has been quite cool. I have my issues. For example, I work a lot, and I do a lot of things in my workplace, business, activities like, offline, and it takes a lot of time out of my family time, to be very frank. But she has a way of managing the home, understanding that, and we're able to carry on very well, taking care of the home, raising children that are focused and all that. So generally, I think the relationship is really good, really strong, and we have strong foundations. When you have your foundations in God, and you have a common understanding of your values,
and the foundation is right,
it makes a lot of sense. So I think it's been a great journey, 2015 to now. It's been a good journey.
All right, friends, with us is Mrs. Igiri.
Yes.
What's your first name, please?
Joycelyn.
Joycelyn. What's your ever name?
My ever name is Blosi.
Blosi.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Blosi means God with us.
I've never heard
in my hometown. I mean, the dialect is different, but the types of ewe that we have, it also means elikblim.
So you're from the Volta region?
I'm from the Volta region.
Okay, this sounds like a funny question. You guys should not come for me, but the Ewes are mostly all from the Volta region, or
first it was the Volta region, big for all the Ewes, but now it has been divided into 2. The Oti region and the Volta region. My part of the Volta is more towards the Oti region, and they are Guans. Like how my husband is Igbo. Igberi.
Yes.
The language is a bit different from the regular central Igbo.
Has his own dialect.
That's what it is with the Ewe too. Yes.
Oh, so tell us, how has it been being married to a Nigerian?
It's been fun. It's been interesting. I mean, I didn't expect to, because I mean, growing up Ghanaian, being in Ghana, of course, my inclination was, of course, it's going to be a regular guy. Never in my dreams, growing up, teenager through to university, did I think I would end up marrying a Nigerian. But here I am.
Any form of relationship with Nigerians, like maybe classmates, roommates, friends, neighbors, or? Interestingly,
no, not even at the university where we had mixed. We were mostly Ghanaians at all. I would hear their name at a distance, or see them at a distance on campus, but
you didn't know anyone close to you.
I didn't know classmates that close to me enough that were Nigerians. It was just purely Ghanaian. Yeah.
God.
Yes.
There's nothing God cannot do.
It's totally
That's interesting.
God. Yes.
So do you speak Igbo?
I don't. I don't. I'm trying to understand, and then over time speak it out. But I don't.
Have you been to Nigeria before?
Yes. I've been there.
The east or just Lagos?
Both Lagos and the east. Yes.
How did you find? That was your first time, right? After you got married, was your first time? Oh.
I went before we got married, actually.
Okay.
I went to the east before we got married. So.
How was your experience like?
It was interesting. You know, it was a road journey, but yes, to the east. I mean, when we were in Lagos and we had to move to the east to go and see my father-in-law, but it was interesting. A long drive, but yeah, it was.
Were there
fun.
You know, things expected of you? Did you do anything you've never done before? Maybe preparing the meals with them.
No. It was a quick visit. It was. I think the day we got there at about. I think we left just about the following day or so. It didn't stay so long, so I was really welcomed, taken care of, and then came back. So came back to Lagos before we finally came back to Accra.
Okay, so what's this gist that I heard though? I heard. Don't quote me. I heard.
Okay.
That it seems Ghanaian women like Nigerian men. That was the gist I heard somehow. It filtered into my ears somehow. Is it? Do you think it's true?
I think
what is with Nigerian men?
No, is it not more of perception and individual preference? Because if you make it such a blanket statement like that, it won't gel. You meet a Ghanaian that would not want to have anything to do with a Nigerian, and you will meet a Ghanaian that loves everything Nigerian or any other. In my case, I wasn't picky, or I didn't have a straight jacket or rule. That it had to be this. No, I was open to whatever that it is, as long as it was God leading. So
definitely.
I was in, and I really, after when I met Ken, and I mean thought through the whole thing, I was like, God must have a really big sense of humor. But I mean, it's been a lovely experience. I mean, knowing that it could be possible, and it has been possible, and we are here. We all won. I mean, it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been fun.
Wow.
Yes, the difference is clear, of course. I mean, it's different.
No, tell us, share.
Oh no, I mean, not that I've had to experience. I have my colleague males all around, but in marriage, I don't have anything to compare with. But my my husband, who is Nigerian, and it's been fun. It's been true. It's been deep. It's been sincere. Yes, and your ability to adapt, to adjust, because you know this is completely two different. You're not even saying two Ghanaians, two nationalities coming together. So it's been interesting.
What's your favorite Igbo food?
I think I love the edikaiko.
Oh, it's not
the
Igbo.
soup, rather.
Edikaiko is. Oh no, but it's fine because
I mean,
people
yes, the
Edikaiko is a Calabar
meal.
Yeah, that side.
Forgive.
No, it's fine.
I don't know.
Think it's but
okay, so if you can, I think.
No, everybody makes it. Even I make it as well. So
they are moi moi.
Moi moi. The Igbo moi moi or just regular moi moi.
Moi moi from beans that my mother-in-law taught me.
So then I guess
it's also something I like very much.
Abi, is it Ugba? Abi, they call it.
It's made from white beans.
Wait, hold on, Uncle Ken.
Oh,
please, that's what's it called? That one that looks like moi moi. Please remind me of the name. They sell it in Enugu a lot. Okpa. Oh, thank you. Is it Okpa or moi moi?
Moi moi itself.
Okpa. I loved Okpa. It looks like moi moi, but it's not.
Yeah.
So were there some misconceptions you had about Nigerians before actually now marrying a Nigerian?
No, you know. all that I knew about Nigerians were from their movies. Before the movies we watched, the movies we were from the likes of the Nollywood stars. And one thing I established from watching was the fact that the Nigerians, he or she is either extremely loving or
extremely mean.
Yes, there's no middle. They are not. There's no middle place.
Middle ground.
Yes, Nigerians are. I mean,
that's
they are
what
open book. Yes. So I settled in my mind that okay, I won't get any. If the person is all good and all loving, that's better. What you get all of it. If it's the other way to be ready for it, that's all you get. So.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
Yes, so having been married to Ken, of course, thankfully by God's grace, I'm getting the all loving. I mean, there's no middle place. I mean, why it's like being lukewarm. No, if you're hot, you're hot.
You're hot.
Yes, if you're cold, So that is what I established. I said, okay, those are my people. That's what they.
Did you experience? Well, so far, have you experienced any struggle? Trying to adapt. No, you don't live in Nigeria, in Ghana, but is that something you maybe are still struggling with as a Ghanaian being married to a Nigerian? It could be language, it could be maybe the food, maybe you're not getting it, you know how to make it, or your taste bud hasn't adjusted to some certain food. Is there any struggle whatsoever? Because I know
the only struggle would be, of course, the language one when we go home, and it's I guess as much as possible we speak English so that I can be comfortable. But of course, you can get if they switch to I'm lost, and it's normal, the language aspect. Food wise, interestingly, unless so far all the foods that I've tasted, I'm good with it. The taste, a bit different, but once it's well prepared, I'm good to go. It's fine for me. Language, primarily. Food, fantastic. It's all African food anyway. So, and I'm willing to. At the end of the day, yes. and I'm open to try. Interestingly, when we went the first day, when I ever stepped foot in Nigeria the first time to meet my in-laws, I didn't have any. Once the food was brought and I ate it, I enjoyed it. I didn't have any struggle, I ate to my full, and I was.
I think you don't have to do with you.
I was fine.
An open mind.
Willing
to try.
Yes, and I thank God I was that open, so that it won't seem as if make people uncomfortable. But it was.
Your husband
said a good time.
You speak 3 languages.
Yes. So that'll be English. Everybody speaks English. We are speaking English. My own language, Ewe, Tree, and then Ga.
That's 4. Okay, 3. Well, English. You don't count it. So 3. That's really nice. That's excellent. Well, because some of us.
Of course, the perfect speaking is my own language, and Tree, the Ga. It's also good, but not there yet.
Okay. So you said you know how to prepare moi moi?
Yes. Moi moi, egusi, they can call eba. What else? Yes.
Can you make ogbono?
Yes.
Oh, you're a Nigerian
Seti for side dish. The seti made from ugu. I can make it.
Sorry, she's
I am fully Nigerian. I'm Nigerian.
I know, right? But do you sometimes go to the Nigerian markets?
Yes. That's where we get most of our. We don't have it in the regular markets, but it's a section in the big market that they sell Nigerian stuff. So you get it for.
So you have to even
your
know
food.
Where you get it. I heard there's one at there's some markets at Malam or something.
Kaneshi. Malam does not have Nigerian markets, and I realize.
So far you've enjoyed your Nigerian marriage.
Oh yeah.
I'm so happy to.
Yeah.
You see, when I hear things like
I love it. I won't change it for anything.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes.
So what do you say to your Ghanaian sisters who they're like, I'm not sure. I'm scared. What I see.
Let me actually go back. Let me go back to the general question you asked. It is actually just in time, and for the most part, I think a lot of people tilt to the lovingness of the Nigerian men, so they actually are open to.
It seems, yeah.
Yes. So
if you know the things I've heard about Nigerian men, that they like, is it that they like to spoil their women?
Yeah, they take good care of them.
The women.
Yes.
A lot of good things.
Yes.
Maybe that's why they tend to say Ghanaian women like Nigerian.
I beg you,
this is not the case, but that's what me I heard.
So. I mean, just all I'll tell you is that keep an open mind, keep an open heart, because you never know what about. I mean, the principal thing is that it is the will of God for you, and then you just have to accept it and trust that what God has for you is good. So definitely, you're going to enjoy whoever, Nigerian or not, that God brings your way.
Before we wrap this up, just tell us a few cultural differences you notice when you got married, or now that you are still noticing, because of course marriage is he gonna stay till like 100 years?
Yes.
Did you say yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Celebrating 100 anniversary, wedding anniversary. Yes.
So what are some of the cultural differences you notice?
Are we that cultural? I mean, most of the things cut across. I mean, cloth wise, fabric wise, food of course different, but about the same.
Is there a certain way you have to greet your mother-in-law or your in-laws when you see them?
Interestingly,
because I know Ghanaians they shake.
No, yeah. Interestingly, no. You know, Ken is Igbo, but I guess if I was married to a Yoruba, it would, but with us it's still the same. Say your hellos, of course, respectfully. It's in there. It's in your demeanor and your manner, not necessarily in those gestures. Yes. So. It's not so different.
So far it's not all that different. It's something you can easily win.
Yes.
So do you have some Igbo attires like the
yes. Well, of course, when we were getting married, we had to actually show the distinction, and I actually costumed that way. And I do have some. I do have some. Yes, the head ties. Yes, I do.
The beads.
Yes.
So do you tie double wrapper?
Not yet. I haven't gotten there yet.
Have you tied since your wedding? Have you tied double wrapper?
No. I'm still young. Let's do that.
You don't
before we get to yes.
What they call is it Igbo meetings or what?
No, not yet.
I know new wives. Oh my goodness, they have to attend.
Thankfully, we are still here in Ghana, so maybe if I was in Nigeria, it would have been different. Yes, but since we are still here, I'm still home, so I'm relaxed.
Yeah. Very interesting one.
Yeah.
Thank you for being our first.
Thank you for having me.
Ghanaian woman to be married to a Nigerian on this channel.
Okay.
Yes. So she's the first. She's the pioneer. So Thank
you. Thank you
so much.
Hope to see more of us.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And I'll see you in my next video.
All right. Bye. Thank you.